All right, is everybody ready to spend quality time with my wife? I'm pretty sure it caught you.
Oh, did you already start it?
Yeah, I told you before you started talking. You gotta watch yourself. I got my mic on, so it probably didn't really pick anything up. All right, everybody, Bigfoot here. So I'm gonna get my red crepe myrtles in their little pots here. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing on my white crepe myrtles. On these ones, the leaves are smaller, so I'm probably gonna do like a couple, maybe. Well, I'll probably stick to 3 or 4 leaves. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them down. I'm gonna do 6 leaves per. Yeah, he just went to church.
I don't know.
Yeah, he went to that one. I'm doing a live, by the way. Well, I'm just saying. I don't ever talk. I don't say specific things. Nobody's watching.
Chicken poop all over it.
Nobody's watching right now. But there is a certain etiquette that you use on lives if you're trying to be somewhat private. Just so you know. What were you saying? There's chicken poop?
Yeah. Can you like take care of your hands?
Oh, there's a spider on this one. All right, everybody. If you're watching, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Help us get to 500 subscribers. I want to get there as soon as possible.
I was kind of thinking about doing spaghetti.
Mm,
Does that sound good?
always
It'll be a little bit later because
unacceptable.
don't leave them out there, okay?
Leave what? What? Golly, they're gonna run off. She doesn't pay attention. Whew, it's a lot of work. Got any viewers? Got one viewer. Appreciate you watching, whoever you are. Comment, subscribe. You're awesome. Oh, they left. A lot of times it's just people scrolling, and they linger on it long enough to register a view. It's crazy that so these are the red crepe myrtles up front, and so you can see how red they are compared to these white ones that they're just green. I tried to do one cuttings of all different thicknesses. Yeah, just when I'm getting into it, well, it's like which one's rooted better, which ones did a better job. Alice, I'm doing a live, baby, just so you know. Ah. All right, if you're watching, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Help us get to 500 subscribers. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Helps promote the video. We're going to get monetized make this a permanent thing for us, and you can join the journey on all of the updates that we're doing out here. And we're going to take what's already beautiful out here and then turn it into something that is going to be just absolutely magnificent for ages to come. It's going to be epic, and the more financial resources we can get from the channel, the even more outstanding it will be. And you'll learn some stuff along the way. It won't just be entertainment, it will be educational. So yeah, don't let Papa's dogs run off. Dogs were barking at me a little bit ago. They wanted out again. I'm like, no, you ran off.
Yeah. I'm gonna go start some walks. It'll be an hour or so for a while.
Okay. All right. So these cuttings, I should be able to fit more in one of the pots because their leaves are smaller, so I can get more of them in there without them being too bombarded. So now that I've got these cut down, I can start cutting the leaves off. So I'll cut there, there. I'll cut right below the leaf nodes. I'll snip this off. All right. I can actually get 2 cuttings out of this one. The way it worked out. I'm just going to leave 2 leaves on it. That's what it looks like. Just plop it in the sand. About 1 inch to 1.5 inches. I already watered the white ones. All right. Let's do. I'm hoping I get a ton of these to get roots. And I can just start planting them. Like, just go ahead and plant them in the land. Just mulch them up real good. That one's got 3 leaves on it, right in the center, off of one little stem area. Red. Yeah, these red ones have much smaller leaves. But they're both real pretty. And one thing I could do on the big white ones that I did earlier, that since the leaves are so big, I can cut the leaves in half. So it's not a full leaf. I might do that. I can do this right here. A lot of times you'll do that on like hydrangeas. You're doing cuttings on hydrangeas. Like, that's a monster leaf. I don't need that big old sucker. How's it going? All right, you came back. I recognize your name. One of my subs or viewers. I don't know if you're subbed or not. I can't remember if it shows up or not. Aaron. Yeah. Slovak. My daughter says hi from behind the camera. No, you don't say hi? All right. There are so many cuttings. This is crazy. I don't want to use that one. Let's see. Let's do it right here. Yeah, I've got a bunch of the crepe myrtles. I'm doing my red crepe myrtles right now. What are you trying to say to me, little girl? Oh, I thought you were trying to get my attention or something. Let's see. Let's just cut this right here, right here, and then I cut it right. Yeah. What's up? More people talking? Yeah. Appreciate you commenting. It really does help the video get out to more people. Trying to get to 500 subs, everybody. If you're watching, make sure to hit that sub button. I had to take a break from my earlier live about 20 or 30 minutes ago. And now I'm back. I'm trying to get these all in sand as quick as possible because it's good to get it on sand sooner rather than later so that you're maintaining the integrity of the plant. And so what I did was I just cut all different sizes, like thicknesses of stems off, and to see which ones are the most successful at creating roots. And then I've got my grow lights out here. So they'll be outside in the temperature that they're going to ultimately be in, handling wind and different humidities throughout the summer. And so whenever they get a good enough root, I'll just go plant them and see what happens. It's possible I'll pot them first. I haven't decided yet before I plant them in the ground. But we'll see. I don't know if you can hear my chickens in the background going crazy. Yeah, I do a little bit of everything out here, really, if I'm being totally honest. Doing a little bit of gardening. I got those videos up. And used to fix cars. So every once in a while when I have to do work to one of the cars, I'll do that. But I typically like to teach. And it's more from a stance of I just think that people, I think like the person who's talking learns or does a better job when they're kind of like teaching somebody and talking about it. So when I'm doing all these different crazy things, it's actually helping me to talk about it out loud. And sometimes, well, a lot of times I'll learn something new because somebody like, hey, have you tried this? Or or that's wrong. You know, like if I'm doing something wrong, they'll be like, "Hey, that's wrong." So, but yeah, gardening, remodeling, outdoors type stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not thinking about all of it. I mean, on this channel, it's kind of my main channel. I have other channels, but I don't post to them yet that are more specific to what I'm doing. Um, but I work out sometimes. I used to work out more than others. What's up? All right, so as soon as I'm done filling up these 2 pots, this last one of 2 here for the reds, I'm going to stop. And I need to label them before I forget. What's up, sis? Just checking it out. So one of the whites and one of the reds, I'm actually going to have to plant. There's a missing crepe myrtles off of our driveway. It surrounds our driveway. Can you see? That's all right. If you got to go, do what you got to do. I'll catch you on the flip side. Is that funny? Is that an old man thing to say? Yeah. Thanks for watching, Aaron. All right, I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to call it. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one to end on. If you're watching, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Help us get to 500 subscribers. Cut these off too. And it's gonna be epic. We're gonna get to 1 million one day, and you'll be here on the front of the. You'll be one of the first ones to board the train to 1 million. All right, so I'm gonna take this water and pour it in, just till I kind of want to get the sand wet, and then I'll just monitor the wetness of the soil. Hey, Jay, I'm doing a live, okay, buddy? I'm doing a live. All right. Red, crepe, myrtle, and these are all white. Crepe, myrtle, white, crepe, myrtle. Huh? Hey, you mind filling this cup up with water? Appreciate it. Thank you. No, it's not poo poo, it's sand. You can keep it. You can keep it. All right, I don't have that many purples, so I guess I'll just see how many I can get. And then I'm going to call these pink Peggies. Thank you. Pink Peggies. Yep. All right. Yeah. Ollie, back up, buddy. Common words you can't spell. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Stay over there, okay? All right, let me get these going. Okay, I can do 1, 2, 3. Shh. I'm doing a live, homie. What's up? Yeah, you keep it. Y'all can go play. Motorcycle. All right, let's just start doing this. Appreciate everybody watching. I'm doing crepe myrtles. Blessed Nerd. That's a long name. That's the person who commented. They asked what I was doing. I'm doing cuttings on my crepe myrtles. So I'm on my purple ones right now. I just got doing my white and my red. And then I'm going to do my purples. And then I have some Peggy Martin roses that I'm going to do some cuttings on. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Let's see here. What are you saying, boy? Poo-poo? What you talking about? Ah, that was a no good one.
Daddy?
What's up, Bubba?
Can I go see Papa?
Papa's not here.
Where is he?
Church.
Whoa! Every single day.
No, just some days.
Daddy,
What?
Alice
What?
doesn't do anything. Oh my goodness!
Alice, what are you sticking your tongue out for?
Why did everyone not charge the electric scooter?
I just haven't been fooling with them, Bub.
Dad!
I'm gonna shove these little cuttings in there. The water bubbles out of the bottom. Hey, but I got cameras right there, y'all. Y'all go that way. Don't come this way. Alice, get him. No, you got to clear out all the scooters first, and to get to the one you need to get to. If y'all hit my computers, you're gonna knock my phone over. I mean, if you hit my tripods. Alice, stop doing. Move one at a time. Get them out of the way. Okay, Jason, put that scooter down. Stop. Get the other scooters out of the way. No, Jason, not that scooter. The other green scooters, get them out of the way. Stop grabbing scooters that got nothing to do with anything. Jason, stop. Grab this scooter right there. The one you're touching, get it out of here. No, go that way. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Alice, why is your drink in the middle of the floor? Alice, don't stack the scooters up right here. What are you? What scooter are you trying to get, Jay? Yeah. It's dead, so you can't have it. What are you doing, little boy? It's literally dead, dude. I have not been charging them at all. Hey, baby Jay. You're going to get in trouble if you don't obey. Okay, put that scooter down. Thank you. It's not charged enough. You're going to get it off the porch and you're going to drive it and it's going to die almost immediately. And then you're going to strand it out in the middle of nowhere. Okay? And then it's not going to ever get charged for sure. Okay? I mean, you're welcome to plug it in. The plug's right there. Y'all know how to do this. Where'd Jason go?
People watching.
0 people are watching me. No. No, nobody was watching. What's wrong with me having a little talk with Jason? It's called parenting.
Because he interrupted you in the middle of your life. And you're like, well, probably going to be doing that the rest of the time.
Maybe it's possible. Some people are like, don't want to have nothing to do with that. No viewers. Like, share, and subscribe. 500 subscribers. Oh, I got a viewer. If you're just tuning in, we are doing crepe myrtles. We're doing the cuttings for crepe myrtles so I can get some roots and I can line my property and create a sound barrier, a beautiful barrier. And the viewer's gone. Yeah, what? Dirt, but you can't play with that dirt. Like, share, and subscribe. 500 subscribers. That's what we need to get to. Sooner rather than later. If you want to follow along on the journey out here, updating the property, fixing up the property, learning along the way, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. Yes, sir.
Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Daddy.
What's up? Yes.
Daddy.
No, that's water, dirty water. That's plant water. Plant water, back up. You want your water? You want your water? Hey, baby, you're going to hit my cameras if you keep coming over here, okay?
Stand right here. Watching.
Watching what? Da da dee 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 da dee doo. Da da dee dee dee. Ba da dum dee da. Da da dee dee dee. Ba da dee dee dee. Ba ba da da dee dee dee. So these purple crepe myrtle cuttings, they're actually from our 100 or older year-old crepe myrtle. And this thing's got trunks that are easily 14. It's got 4 trunks coming off the trunk base, off the ground. What, you want me to look at the camera? Okay, director. And each trunk is like 12 to 15 inches in diameter. And then the tree itself is about as tall as a crepe myrtle can get, which can get around 40 or so feet tall. The sucker's huge. And these crepe myrtles, what most people don't know about them is the branches are super strong. Like, they're very strong branches. And so, like, when we first moved out here, the previous owners had just let the crepe myrtles go crazy because they weren't living here anymore. And so I cut them down to height and then trimmed them out because they had just way too many branches. And so I got those fixed. All right, I'm gonna space these out a little bit more because I ran out. All right, that's good enough for the crepe myrtles. Now we're gonna do the roses, and I'm gonna dip I'm probably just gonna dip them all in rooting hormone, just because I have some and I want to try it. Ow! Ooh, those suckers are thorny. put this up here. Da-da-dee-ding-dee. Da-da-doo-ding-dee-dee-ding-dee-ding-dee-ding-dee-dee-dee. All right, so I took a bunch of cuttings off of some, the ones where the buds had just bloomed and then had died off. So I deadheaded those, and then I cut that stem off. And so that's supposed to be an optimal cutting. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the bottom section of leaves, because that's where I want roots to grow from. So I'm just going to start cutting those off and leaving the little bitty where like this little mini stems were coming out, and that's where all my roots are going to come out from. And I'm going to go ahead and cut a fresh end on it, because I've cut these over an hour ago. I want to make sure that they're hey, can you hand me that this, actually I can reach it. And I'm going to try to kind of scrape off on the base of the, I'm going to cut these thorns off too. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. I don't recall. But it'll probably help. The thorns look like dried bits anyway. But I'm just gonna kind of slice off some of the skin. And that will help with root development. So you can see that. Oh, it fell off. And then I'll just dip this in my rooting hormone. And then I'll just dip it in, put it in the, so I don't know, I've got quite a bit of leaves on there. Face the top part of my leaves towards my light. And we'll just see how this goes. I've never done roses before, so I have no idea how this is going to do. But I know these rose thorns are very pokey. They're getting me. So I'm just going to, I did read when I was reading up on specific on roses that it was good to do a 6 to 8 inch cutting. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a fresh tip, and then I'm going to dip it in my hormone. Ah! It might be a little bit big. 0 viewers. Is that too funny? So some of these cuttings I took off of a super long vine. There's a little tiny little spider looking thing. Cut these thorns off. You hear the chicks, baby chicks out there? All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and call the live. My battery's starting to die. But if you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and help us get to 500 subscribers. You want to live it? All right. Just video? Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. 500 subscribers, questions in the comments. Now go check out some of the other content. Bigfoot out.